I'm not muted, right? Okay, good. Guess who has a new microphone? Microphone. Microphone. I got a new microphone and it's the best thing I've ever. It's a line here, but it's the best listening thing or the best sounding thing I've gotten. But I'm gonna look at what I'm gonna look at what Michael from Pennsylvania is doing just to see what's up. But then I'm gonna react to Hassan's mini doc.
Energy. So I think it clashes with her. Whereas Ro is more broy. You know? So like I think that's part of it as well. Like I think she's really, really plugged in with like young women. I think young women fuck with AOC a ton. I think it's young men in the broy spaces that she hasn't really like. Actually, she's very popular with young men, by the way.
Yeah, but AOC can easily win those votes.
I think ultimately
AOC can easily win those votes.
She's going to end up being more popular with young men than young women. That's my most wild. That's my most wild fucking take. That's my most fucking wild.
We need AOC. That's my big. We need AOC to stand up and be a leader, because if she stands up and becomes a leader and wants to embrace that role, the left wins. But we just don't have a center figure like not Abdullah Syed. I'm forgetting his name, but he's also a good figure. But he's just had some red flags that we shouldn't commit to.
Are like Zohran Mamdani is like their ideal candidate, but with young men, they would be able to go even further left because they're so anti-system. So that doesn't necessarily mean that they're more left-wing. I'm just saying the potentialities are there for even more left-wing politics with young men. That's kind of my most wild take, which I could explain why going forward.
Can I rewind on this? Hello? Can I rewind on this? Hello? Okay, sounds good.
Position. I'm not saying that patriarchy doesn't exist or anything like that. I 100% acknowledge that. I think I'm talking about the like metrics. Like young men are killing themselves a lot more. They're like more alienated. The bottom of men are even more desperate and pathetic and losers. And a lot of it is earned. A lot of it is bad behaviors they've done. But structurally, young men are not going to college as much. They're not getting jobs as much. They're just more. They're just like more open to radicalization. But men as a class have more power. Like that's, you know what I mean? So I guess what I'm saying is it's like a generational thing. Like I think the reality is that young men now are even more alienated than ever before. And I'm not saying they're, women are not oppressed or anything. I'm just saying that in society, there is a loss of status is felt even more harshly by them as well, which is why the reactionary politics is working, because losing face and losing status is, triggers loss aversion. I don't like this because I'm talking. The problem with this kind of shit is I hate gender wars. I think gender wars are cringe as fuck. I'm much more like generational warfare. I don't like gender warfare. Generational warfare is awesome. Gender warfare, I hate. I don't like it. And
valid.
I feel like every time people lean into gender war, it helps the right.
Yeah, I agree with that.
I think gender warfare is very bad.
Okay. Oh, usual based Mike from Pennsylvania, but I just don't know if he's said anything in particular. Plus, I'm not subbed to him yet, so. But I think I might be wrong. I might have clickbait, or not even clickbaited, but not properly done this. The mini doc. Okay. Where is it? Oh, it disappeared because of all his recent videos. Here it is.
Right now, as we speak, there are 11 million people living 90 miles off the coastline of the United States of America in a Caribbean island nation known as Cuba, experiencing a severe crisis. Everyday life is being brought to a screeching halt. There are nationwide blackouts caused by a total collapse of the country's electrical grid. There's a shortage of food and medicine. They can't pump drinking water. Cuba has been starved of the most important...
We've absolutely decimated Cuba. They do not deserve this. I don't care if we're ideologically against them or anything. Like, I am ideologically in line with Cuba in terms of their politics, at least what I understand of their politics, but regardless, they don't deserve this treatment from us. They deserve their own sovereignty, their own freedom to make a decision and govern themselves rather than being absolutely dominated by us.
Resource to make modern life work: oil. For over 60 years, the United States has maintained a trade embargo against Cuba. Under the embargo, it's nearly impossible for foreign companies to invest and do business in Cuba while trading with the United States.
It's
ridiculous. For years, I wanted to visit Cuba. I wanted to learn about the problems caused by the embargo. I wanted to see a
I wish I wasn't poor so I could go to Cuba.
I took the opportunity to go as a part of a humanitarian mission to bring aid that my government won't. I'd be accompanying Progressive International alongside hundreds of others from around the world. Activists, journalists,
absolute
artists,
heroes.
Will be coming to the
so many people went
to deliver over 40 tons of necessary supplies, food, medicine, and medical equipment. Our first stop is Miami, Florida.
Is Delta United?
No, it's a special plane.
Oh.
It's just Terminal G is where they said we have to go to.
Oh.
Beautiful music.
Code Pink, Answer Coalition, Progressive International.
W Code Pink.
With medical aid, solar panels, food, numerous things that the Cuban
W
population desperately needs
Code
right
Pink.
now. We are basically the last leg of this international convoy that's coming from all around the world. We're now officially on the third month of Cuba being without oil, and the energy grid collapsed in its entirety.
This is why I hate Russia. I hate Russia so much because they're so in line with Zionism in one way and in line with Israel in one way, and then in another way they'll say free Palestine and then send like hundreds of thousands of dollars worth of oil to Cuba. Like they're doing everything great. Like Russia's doing a lot of good things because even China's not in line with Zionism and Israel, but they still work with Israel and stuff, which I can understand because they just trade max. They do nothing and win, which I'm sure Russia does, but it's so irritating because China's is perfect. They're doing nearly everything like reasonably. Like if you're gonna be involved with Israel, just trade maxing with them is understandable. But Russia's invading Ukraine. They're at war with Ukraine right now, and Vladimir Putin is a dictator. Like, those two things make Russia so difficult to understand and so difficult to appreciate the good they do when they're doing so significantly bad things. It's so annoying.
Days ago for approximately 29 hours.
Like, how am I supposed to shit on Russia for invading Ukraine, but they're helping Cuba better than our government?
It's a total man-made disaster. It should not happen. My goal here is to basically show you guys what the reality looks like on the ground.
Havana,
Cuba, baby.
Is that racist for me to do? I don't know. I really want to play Lethal Company with my friend.
All right, we're in the heart of Havana right now. One of the things that I've immediately been hit with is how beautiful the city is, but also how hollowed out it is in many ways. It looks like, I mean, some of these houses, they have the skeleton, they have the outside, but inside,
God, that looks like it's so
out, you know?
close.
There's people living in it.
Oh my God.
Like, very clearly, this is in a dire state of disrepair.
It looks look at that. You repair that and that's a beautiful building. Like, that's great infrastructure, but it's been so fucked because they can't support themselves.
For decades, Cubans have been driving what in America we'd call classic cars, like this convertible, a Chevrolet Bel Air from the 1950s. But taxi and carpool drivers like this
God,
wait in long
look
lines
at
for
those
gas
cars.
if they can get it at all.
Hundreds of them waiting here all night for simply 5
Those are
gallons of
beautiful
And ever since COVID,
cars.
fewer tourists have been coming to Havana.
The island obviously has had a significant fuel shortage, and there was a lot of
God,
garbage
it's
that was
such a
piling up.
mess.
But here in old Havana,
So sad.
they've been able to basically scrounge up a little bit of fuel, and are not only doing a little bit of construction work, but also apparently picking up some garbage along the way as well. We're going to be heading to a hospital right now. We're going to be talking to a doctor about
That's a very funny shirt to wear to Cuba, man. Come on.
what the energy infrastructure.
Like, I know it's Bad Bunny, but I pressed something that wasn't space, and I thought I messed something up.
And the lack of oil on the island has done to healthcare in general. Obviously,
This should have
Since
better
the early days of the
numbers.
Cuban Revolution in the 1960s,
But of course it
the
doesn't
government
have
has promised
enough.
its citizens free healthcare.
Like
As a result,
300K
the
is
Cuban healthcare
good,
system
but it
flourished.
deserves like
For
2 million
decades,
by
Cuban
now.
doctors were sent on medical missions around the world, providing care to those
They're
in need.
so good with their like medical research, and all their doctors that Cuba produces is incredible. Like, they have if I'm not mistaken, they have a Cuba for Alzheimer's. I don't know how to spell it. I don't care. It'll auto do it. A small but bitch. Go back. A small but growing. I know this is probably like an AI abbreviation, but I don't care. I know if I went further deeper into it and everything, it'd tell me the same thing. But a small but growing number of U.S. citizens are traveling to Havana for a breakthrough new treatment for Alzheimer's, a disease that systemically destroys a person's memory, personality, and ability to function. So at minimum, there's a new treatment for it, and we're holding Cuba back from releasing that treatment around the world to help people with Alzheimer's, a fucking awful disease, especially if you're still a very well physically functioning adult. But you get that and you're like, it's over. It's a awful disease.
And even under the embargo, Cuba became a pioneer in biomedical research.
Which
But the
is
energy crisis has
crazy.
put all of this
Like, imagine getting tortured and absolutely cucked and still making scientific breakthroughs. It's crazy. It's so impressive.
risk. Dr. Juan Guillermo Sanchez Acuna is the chief of maxillofacial surgery at Havana's General Calixto Garcia University Hospital. He described for me what it was like to have his work totally disrupted by the American oil blockade.
The Cuban economy is completely paralyzed by the energy problem. If we don't have any oil, if there's no power, nothing can be produced. So yes, I believe it's the impact that the energy situation has had, this energy blockade on the activity that one performs. Sometimes you're in the middle of an operation and the power just suddenly goes out, right? And we simply continue operating. And the patient,
That's
she didn't have her
insane.
surgery last week because the power failed. And we're going to operate on her this Monday. But today the hospital is having some situations with the anesthetics. For example, there is no isoflurane, no propofol, nothing to reverse the anesthesia.
Insane.
In other words, we're working under very, very difficult conditions. The hospital today only has 5
Imagine if
anesthesia
all
machines,
this
just 5
nonsense
anesthesia machines.
wasn't
And without replacement
burdened
parts,
onto
for
them.
example, we only have 5 monitors for patients when you take them out of.
They would be
we are working
an
under
incredible
very harsh,
country.
Very adverse conditions.
They already are an incredible country, but they would be even better.
For the whole hospital, 5.
This entire hospital, ¿y qué tan grande es eso? ¿Cuántos pacientes?
Here, around 450 patients on each floor have problems.
You mentioned that the power went out right before her surgery. Have there been any situations where there's surgery going on and the power goes out? What do you do then? Flashlights?
The facility itself is experiencing some difficulties, right? The entire plant is quite old and outdated. We simply couldn't. We absolutely couldn't manage to complete the surgical procedure. So as a result, we were forced to reschedule the case and then operate on him again.
He was saying that it has happened. They have a generator. The hospitals have a generator, but it's very old. And sometimes it doesn't work, and they just have to close them back up and
That's crazy.
Continue the operation another time.
So we're in a hospital compound right now. It's like a complex. It's a massive hospital city almost. I mean, some of the buildings are in a dire state of disrepair. Remember, a lot of the public administrations here in this country, according to the American government, is still technically, and big parts of the economy as well, are technically owned by the Cuban government and therefore the Cuban military. So when American sanctions are applied, they might try to justify it by saying, oh, you're funding a foreign adversary's military. But the reality is, it's funding that would be going to rebuilding these buildings. It's an absolute disaster. And totally man-made. It's unbearable to just like experience it in real time. Where you're like, there's unlimited potential here. So many wonderful people.
The American government's interventions with Cuban healthcare doesn't end there. Secretary of State Marco Rubio
Rubio's a fucking monster.
To send medical aid missions abroad.
Secretary of State Marco Rubio said it will target what he called forced labor linked to the Cuban labor export programs. For decades, Cuba has sent doctors and nurses to natural disasters and disease outbreaks globally.
Forced.
That's not a joke.
Forced work, not because the doctors that want to be doctors don't want to go to other countries to learn more or anything. They're held at gunpoint and told to go to China to learn or go to Africa to help a starving village.
That's how much America hates free healthcare. Last year, I interviewed Dr. Jose Armando Aronte, who's the director of international.
If things don't change in the next 5 years, we're so cooked. We're never getting healthcare.
Their doctors. Since then, numerous countries have caved to the American demands, including in Jamaica. I was fortunate enough to meet up with Dr. Aronte in person and ask him how this made him feel.
When we had the conversation a year ago, Marco Rubio had officially declared it like illegal, but since then, a couple countries have actually removed the Cuban medical aid missions.
I hate our government.
Feel as someone who's participated in this.
I'm feeling very bad because I was, for example, I was in Jamaica. The main issue is that the people will suffer a lot because the lack of the health professional from Cuba. I don't know if you remember, I told you that the Cuban medical health professionals were covering the 100% of the region in Jamaica. Of course, the leaders of the country, I know that they have, they will receive forever the medical care in a private facility, even in the United States or other countries. But the people, the low-income people will suffer a lot with the lack of medical care. The health is a human right. And that's no political issue. That is a human right, and it's
healthcare is a human right, but our government doesn't want to recognize that.
The medical care that they need just for the
Cuba wants to recognize it as a human right, but they're not allowed to. It's ridiculous.
Helping many countries worldwide,
Yeah.
165 countries, more than 605,000 health professionals has been working for more than 60
605,000. That's crazy.
years.
Especially for a country under the sanctions Cuba has been under.
In many countries. And just Cuba, even in this condition, is ready to continue the Cuban medical mission and just to try to help the peoples around the world.
Yeah, Cuba's been there for everybody, and now it's time for us to be there for Cuba. All right, good to see you.
Good to see you too. Yeah.
Being in Cuba, I didn't just want to talk to experts or professionals. I also struck up conversations with different people on the street.
But what are we going to do? There's no fuel. People say it affects them, not the rich. It affects all of us.
Hold on. Sorry, that's just a little funny.
The majority, the common people, because if you don't have power, what are you going to do?
Well, we're just surviving day by day, like all of us Cubans are doing, despite all the significant economic challenges that we currently face.
Trump is a big son of a bitch, man. I just don't get it.
Based.
He's good, but for me, he's not.
Based.
Trump has no decency. He doesn't.
He
but
doesn't.
He can be president of the United States. He says he owns the world.
Welcome
Since
to America.
He owns the world, he thinks he owns Cuba.
I feel outrage with him, because he's the one governing his country and wants to govern the world. And international law allows all countries in the world to have their freedom, and he wants to violate and has violated the freedom of all Cubans and other countries. War is always bad. War is always terrifying. I am not afraid, but I wouldn't want it to come.
You wake up and don't know what will happen because they tell you no light, no this, no bread, no that. You are at war 24 hours. You are on edge 24 hours. From when you wake up till you sleep, you are at war. You don't feel the guns or the bullets flying, but you are at war.
One person I spoke to was Carlos Fernandez de Cosio, Cuba's Vice Minister of Foreign Affairs. I asked him about the pressures Cuba now faces and whether this was a warning for the rest of the world.
If most Americans were to be fully aware and were given the facts about the policy of their government against Cuba, they would express their opposition more clearly. Life in Cuba has been
I think it'd be similar to Palestine. Not like enough people would be in support of it, but like a significant amount of people. The majority. It's just a lot of the time the majority don't stand often enough.
Immediately you start to have impact.
Or stand strong enough together.
The panic that is created because of the
that's why we need someone like AOC to gather everyone together to stand in solidarity and work together.
Countries that are importers of fuel, and a significant part of one comes from that region of the world, how concerned they are, how their economies have started to have inflation, threats of crisis. Cuba has been suffering that for over 7 decades. And at this moment, the US has significantly closed the total availability of imports of fuel to Cuba, a country that needs fuel for its electrical grid, naturally for transportation, for an industry.
God, those are beautiful cars, bro.
For the production of food, for services, healthcare.
It's ridiculous that they aren't getting mileage because there's no fuel in Cuba.
All segments of society to live knowing that in the 24 hours of the day, they might have 20 hours without electricity, and sometimes they go through 36 hours.
Imagine going more than 24 hours without being able to access any sort of electricity like that. That would be insane. That would be impossible in today's age. I wouldn't be able to go to work. Like my normal night shift job, I wouldn't be able to do if we didn't have electricity.
More than a day without electricity. Do that.
It's ridiculous.
For weeks and do that for months. Food gets rotten, and in
Cubans are incredibly resilient.
Your schedule is altered. You have difficulty in transformation to go to work, to take your children to school, to visit a relative in a hospital, to take a relative to the hospital. It damages health services in general. So the impact on the population is very hard and is very cruel. The majority of Americans would be sufficiently informed about the punishment that is being put on the Cuban people. They would express it in a broader way than it does today.
What is the one of the sanctions part is like 10%, up to 10% of the components that are like American made render any product that you're purchasing to be blocked by the American government.
The U.S. not only prohibits exports from the U.S. to Cuba, and imports from Cuba. The U.S. prohibits subsidiaries of U.S. companies, let's say European companies, African companies, Asian companies, that are subsidiaries of U.S. companies from exporting to Cuba. But it doesn't stop there. The U.S. prohibits any product to be exported to Cuba if it has 10% or more of U.S. components.
So if like anything Cuba, like if they order a medical machine, and more than 10% is American made, it's illegal according to the sanctions, which is ridiculous. But also the flip side issue is the fact that if they let's say they go to Germany and order the same machine and it's all German, well then what happens whenever that machine breaks down and needs fixing? Well, Germany can be, Cuba will call up Germany and be like, hey, that machine you sent us, we need it fixed. We need you to send a technician. But Germany can deny them that help because they're afraid of what the U.S. will do in response to them helping Cuba further than just sending them a machine. So now they just have a piece of machinery sitting around broken and nobody can work on it besides the ones that know what to do, the mechanics, the repairmen. But they can't be sent because we won't allow that to fly. It's ridiculous.
U.S. components is raw materials, spare parts, software, intellectual property, all of that. In today's world, globalized economy, how many products can you make sure? From a shoelace to a locomotive to a pair of glasses to a watch, how many can you make sure that it does not have at least 10%? So most companies around the world, it's not that they know that it has more. They don't go to the trouble. I might run into trouble if I do that because I don't know where these components come from. So that puts a huge limitation on what Cuba can buy. But in addition to that, the US would not allow the import into the United States of any product that has 0.0001% of Cuban component. In other words, no component. So no chocolate bar can be imported in the United States if there's 1 grain of sugar in that chocolate bar. No alcohol if it has an origin in Cuban alcohol. No metal if it has Cuban nickel or Cuban cobalt. No machinery if it has metal that is composed with Cuban nickel or cobalt. To give you some examples, it puts huge limitations on our access to financing and to banking
Unjustifiable.
and to obtain revenue. Huge. It puts huge limitation on access to markets for Cuban exports, both services.
We are the terrorists. We terrorize the world. We make the world a worse place.
To develop itself to function without access to technology. And it deprives.
And we do it in the scummiest way because, like, Russia right now attacking Ukraine, or even like
economy in the world.
Even like what Israel is doing, their genocide, they're at least like directly attacking people and killing people. We just slowly strangle you.
They want to have a capacity to control.
We make life unlivable for everybody. It's ridiculous.
And treat Cuba as a vassal state. I don't think they want to annex Cuba, but to try Cuba to be a dominion of the United States. The US wants to restore capitalism in Cuba, go back, and restore a relationship of dependency. Again, going back to the past of Cuba. The combination of factors, there could be...
They want Cuba to be a vassal state just like Europe.
Minuscule amount of people. There can be ideological differences with Cuba, and simply because Cuba is socialist, and without knowing what socialism means, it sounds strange, it sounds dangerous, so they want to change it. Some people, because they believe the stories that are being told about slavery, about foreign alien enemies, in Cuba. But Cuba is not an enemy of the United States. We're not unfriendly to the United States. We are not a threat to the United States. But we perhaps pose examples that for specific people in the
United States... Like, what would Cuba really do to us realistically besides help? They would be if we had a reasonable government, Cuba would be a fantastic ally, but we'll never have a reasonable government like we deserve. Unless like AOC wins or something.
This current energy situation is what's bothering me the most. The high prices too, most of which are not comparable to what we earn.
I am from Vedado, and you know, it's quite complicated to live a life without blackouts, and suddenly there's many blackouts. So the school has taken measures. They've regulated classes. You don't go every day anymore, you go 1 day a week. And that allows you not to be so overwhelmed with transport. But still, the day you go, it's complicated. It's complicated.
We're here with Morid, and he is a Palestinian
W.
currently studying
Castro.
for free in a Cuban school of medicine.
Here in Palestine and Cuba, things are all too similar. The only difference is that there are bombs there, and no bombs here.
It's the same type of
But there's a
strangulation,
blockade
but
there
just...
and a blockade here.
It's the same
There people are dying of
strangulation,
hunger.
but
Here
it's the same strangulation, but one is just literally killing people, the other is slowly suffocating people. That's the only difference.
People are also suffering
Everything
from
else is
hunger,
the same.
lack of
It's
power.
fucking ridiculous.
There are blackouts there too. So yes, both our peoples are living the same thing, because of the same enemy. We have around 250 Palestinians studying medicine here. And once we complete our studies, we can go back to Palestine to assist our people, because there is a critical shortage of doctors and a severe lack of hospitals to save lives. Seeing how the Cuban people, or Cuba as a nation, a country that is in need of so many things, but despite all of that, Cuba is still helping, still sharing what it has.
Do you intend to go back to Palestine one day and become a doctor there, or what's next for you?
I am specializing in orthopedics so that I can return as a fully trained and complete doctor. I am ready to be on the battlefield, for my people to support them on the front lines. Because in Palestine or in Gaza, especially because of these wars, this 3-year genocide, many people have lost their limbs or have problems with their upper or lower limbs, and they need orthopedic specialists. Thanks to Cuba for granting me this
Doctors shouldn't
incredible
be on the
opportunity
front
to
lines
become
of
a
a genocide.
specialist,
It's
which it
ridiculous.
provides completely free of charge, because nowhere else in the world do they offer that for free.
What made you want to be a doctor, and how much does money factor into that decision? The only reason why I asked this question is because Americans think, one, that all of the Cuban doctors that are sent on medical missions are actually being forced to do this, and also Americans think that doctors only become doctors for money.
Yes, this is capitalism. What they're looking for is how to sell healthcare, to sell medicine, and to find ways to make money from people's health, not how to save them. They don't care about saving lives. What they care about is their own pockets.
And the way to fix that, the way to cure that absolute dog shit disease of people becoming a doctor just to line their pockets is to make them have an enforced livable wage, make it easy to literally live, and then they can actually personally care about saving people. Like, a lot of people already care about that, but they stress about finances validly. But if you take financial stress away, that gives them far more room to be beautifully empathetic people that save the world. But where we as a nation are ridding and purging that from people's potential.
So much, thank you.
It's ridiculous.
It's gonna be translated in the post. Yeah. It's not about me. I'm just seasoning.
I'm just
While the US
seasoning.
and Israel rained missiles on Palestine, Lebanon, and Iran, a similar kind of siege was taking place against Cuba. The catch,
Just
of course,
instead of bombs,
is
it's
that in Cuba,
sanctions.
it's a siege without bombs. And as this imperial violence becomes more and more impossible to ignore, even the masses in Western countries...
Things don't change, so
radically
just
shifted
start
their perspective.
bombing
To me,
Cuba.
feels like
It's
people all
ridiculous.
over the world are no longer as susceptible to propaganda for the empire. I took some of my thoughts to Jeremy Corbyn, former leader of the UK's Labour Party, and now a member of Parliament for the new left-wing Your Party.
Is Jeremy
I asked
Corbyn the one
Jeremy
that got
about
rat
Cuba,
fucked?
and if this shift in consciousness
Or am I
we're seeing can really
misremembering
change
something?
policy.
Oh, thanks, mate. Gracias. Gracias, senor.
Nothing. Do you need an ashtray or something?
No, ashtray. No. We're todo para nuestra salud. Sin azúcar, sin tabac, todo.
Now that the attitude in the Western world has radically shifted against Israel and America.
That's a fire
in many
shirt.
ways, recognizing the Israeli
I want that
apartheid,
shirt.
recognizing the genocide. Do you feel as though there's an opportunity for people to take a different approach to foreign adversary governments like Cuba that have been designed as foreign adversaries by the American state?
Yes, I do. And I think the governments around the world that are either actively practicing hostility to Cuba or just going along with the US strategy on it are way out of step with what the public think. In the UK, there is no hostility towards Cuba at all. People are actually quite pro-Cuba. I mean, what is it about Cuba that gives you this absurd policy of punishing any company that trades with Cuba by not allowing them to trade in the USA? The Helms-Burton Act
Them being
is like a sort of
socialist brown
global
people.
sanction
That's why.
against the private sector wanting to trade in Cuba. I mean, it's
Them wanting to do
absurd.
anything but
Virtually
capitalism and
all of the
make
member states
the
of UN
lower
vote
class as
against
impoverished
the
as
sanctions
possible.
on Cuba, but only, what is it, the US, the Marshall Islands, Israel and El Salvador. Young people in Cuba have only ever known austerity. They've only ever known a crumbling public realm because of the lack of resources. They've only ever known power outages and power shortages. And whilst they have a very effective health service, it's chronically under-resourced because it needs more research and more medicines. And so I can see
Which is
how
crazy
they
because it's
go
already
onto
like
their
a
iPhone or
fantastic
whatever else,
system.
and
It's
they
just,
see pictures
but
of
it would be so
unbelievable
much
levels of
better
wealth
with
by
proper
a
support.
tiny minority of people 90 miles away in Miami.
Yeah.
They don't see pictures of the poverty in downtown Chicago. They don't see the pictures of the poverty in so many parts of the USA. And they don't also realize that 30 million Americans have no access to any kind of health care. And it's finished with this. We're in Cuba. Now look out in this wonderful city of Havana. You see the capital there.
Not having free healthcare is so it's like, personally I experience it so the word I'm looking for. It's such a burden to not have free healthcare because ADHD is an actual like disease that fucking makes life far more difficult than it needs to be, and not having free healthcare, it's impossible for me to go to the doctor, get re-diagnosed, and then get treatment for it.
Modeled on the US.
Taller. This one is taller than ours.
Is
That's what
it
that's what they
taller?
were saying. Yes, they're very proud of that. I'm proud
my
of it too.
goodness.
Fuck it.
Oh my goodness, I'll go up and have a look then.
Yeah.
But also, you look over there, there's a lot of buildings that desperately need fixing
Yeah.
up. That's the
Yeah.
consequences of the blockade.
Yeah.
Cuba is a beautiful place and it's got some fantastic people. So I say to the US, back off. Leave Cuba alone. Let it develop. And you know
I
what?
wish
After a
we
while,
would
you're gonna
back
get to love
off.
Cuba.
I wish we would help.
Just because the US is strangling Cuba with sanctions and the oil blockade doesn't mean that Cubans are totally helpless. Cuba, like all other countries, faces a difficult green transition away from an economy based on fossil fuels. Spurred by the latest challenges, Cuba
I really hope we get a president that like booms the green energy industry in America, because we have like imagine Arizona covered in solar panels. Holy shit, that would be so much energy. And then I don't know what the windiest state is, but windmills in that state, it would be insane. Don't even get me started on nuclear energy. God, I love nuclear energy. I just hope. Oh, I want nuclear energy to be developed so bad.
is pushing through a long overdue change for solar power, assisted by foreign friends like China. To learn about Cuba's solar push, I spoke to Dr. Lidice Valiant Roca, head of the Photovoltaic Research Laboratory at the University of Havana and one of the leaders of Cuba's solar energy initiative. Since long before the oil crisis, she's been studying how climate change has affected Cuba, making a green transition all the more critical to the island's future.
Cuba is at the epicenter of not only imperialism, but also one of the more damaging aspects of anthropogenic climate change. The island infrastructure consistently suffers during hurricane season, and there are even rolling blackouts before the oil embargo worsened in these last 3 months. What role do renewable energies play in addressing this crisis?
I think renewable energy is key for the energy independency of Cuba. So
it is key. It's key for every nation state.
Renewable energy is not only the homework that you have to do for climate change. Mm-hmm. It's at the same time what is going to give us the independency from the energy production point of view, and it happens that it's also cheaper.
What's the status currently of daily energy usage, daily energy consumption that's been relegated to solar panels?
In 38 is the major level we achieved some days ago.
Yeah.
I mean, in a very, very sunny day with not so high temperatures, of course, the production of solar energy reached a peak. But it's moving in the middle of the day. So in the moment in which you have the peak production of solar energy, we have been seeing an increment from 15 to 30 and even more than 30%, which is extremely big even.
Yeah.
Not in general, but for the Cuban conditions, also taking into account it's something that happened in only 1 year.
Yeah.
So
because where was it even a year ago? What was the percentage?
Less than 5%, between 3% and 4%.
This sector, the industry, is heavily dominated by China.
Yes,
but
more than
all
90%.
those solar panels.
And I mean, it's a complete monopoly. And does that make things a little bit easier as far as being able to purchase certain components? Because the Chinese government doesn't abide by, as far as I understand, American restrictions that normally other countries in Europe, especially in the field of medicine. I've been talking to a lot of doctors.
Yes, I think yes.
Have there been restrictions in any way?
Yes, there are always restrictions anyway. I mean, the blockade can reach even China. Mm-hmm. I mean, because companies are companies, even if they are China-based. And sometimes if the company has interests in other places or related to the American market, they won't risk.
Now, Cuban ingenuity doesn't end with trying to radically restructure the entire energy grid. Cuba's progress in biomedical research has been the envy of the world for many decades. A recent high point was Cuba's homegrown COVID vaccine, the only such vaccine made by a poor country. To learn about this field, I talked to a world-renowned neuroscientist, Dr. Mitchell Valdez Sosa. We discussed both how progress has been limited by American sanctions and what Cuban scientists have been able to accomplish regardless.
Just a couple of decades ago, perhaps 5 years ago, people would come from Miami, Cubans that lived there, to buy the cheap medicines in Cuba to sell in Florida, because they were so cheap and inexpensive. Now we're struggling because the United States has systematically begun cutting every source of income to the country.
Yeah.
So they're scaring off tourism. Europeans come to Cuba, they have trouble getting visas for the US. Cruisers are told to avoid it, they can't come to Cuba. And everything bad that can happen here, a blackout, a failure of the power system, is amplified in all the media, scaring. So that's part of a policy, scare away the tourists. Cuban medical brigades were working in 60 countries. And these brigades would work in places where the doctors of those countries would not work.
Yeah.
And the countries were very happy with that.
Yeah.
Then the US said, we're going to sanction health officials, ministries of health officials that hire Cuban doctors, because they're worried that the Cubans' doctors are being exploited. I would like to see the US government worried about sugarcane cutters around the world that are exploited, and they don't care. And this is just an excuse, a flimsy
It's just an excuse.
Then medical exports. We can export products. They do everything to sabotage through their, let's say, the Quislings that live in all these countries that are, U.S. oriented, let's say South America. And then they start saying this Cuban treatment is no good, and they do a propaganda in the media, and all this is connected to the U.S. policies. We vaccinated almost 98% of the population. Cuba has the lowest death rate due to COVID. It's not only the vaccines, it's also very consistent messages on using masks, social distancing. Cuba has the lowest rate. And then when we started selling them to Mexico, to Venezuela, to other countries, there were campaigns to try to discredit the Cuban vaccine. And this is part of a consistent policy of simply cutting
Is that the same lady?
every line of
Sorry. It's just, I noticed, I think that was the same lady as from earlier from the other
dissatisfaction and
interview.
desperation, and then saying we're going to solve it for you. So you create a problem, and then you're offering a solution. I mean, there are Cubans that maybe will fall for this line, but the majority of Cubans see clearly through this propaganda.
Thank
they know
God.
exactly that a large part of our big problems in Cuba, we have many different
As long as like
problems,
70%
are
of
due to the
Cubans
US
can see
embargo
through it, that's
blockade
good. That's a
and
W.
and which has been tightening year after year. We buy equipment in Europe, and an American company buys the manufacturer, and we can't get spare parts. Or we buy expensive equipment in Europe, we want to use it for medical purposes here, and they scare the European companies off. I've spoke to the vice president of a company in Germany that said, I'm ashamed of this. International commerce should not be like this, but we can have problems with the US, and that's an important market for us. So there are all these indirect ways. I remember seeing an appearance by Marco Rubio in the Congress saying, we're not blockading Cuba. There are no ships blocking the ports. And this is hypocritical. It's a policy of strangling the country. Our anti-Alzheimer drug, Senero 201, which we developed in Cuba and using labs in Mexico and in France, because we can't get materials because the US would block them. So what we do is collaborate. But we have people willing to work with us. They are searching for investors, and their lawyers are saying, careful, the US sanctions. So maybe this drug, which we could develop and could benefit all of humanity, is now being blocked, and it's one of the insidious ways, and I can give many examples. We have money to buy material to produce cheap medicines for the Cuban people, and there's no banks that want to work with us because we're sponsors of terrorism, according to the US. We've lived under the embargo and the bloqueo, as we call it, because it's a blockade. We have been living for decades, but this is the worst situation we've lived.
Sorry, I'm tired.
Because by scaring oil suppliers off, they're really trying to strangle and destroy our economy. The only good thing that can come out of this, it's so evident now that there is a blockade because they've been denying it for years. It's so evident that they're trying to cut off any source of income for the country, even cut off the oil, that it's impossible to hide anymore and to make it invisible.
So the sun is going down and I'm using a light to light you now because once again we are without power.
Yep. I forgot to bring snackies in my bag. And that was a big L for me.
But who did bring snackies?
You did, and I ate some of your snackies.
Common Hassan L. Common Hassan L.
This is yet another day where it's 7:35 and I've yet to eat.
It's dark, man.
So how do we call a cab here? All electricity.
That's just it. You don't.
Is out. Unfucking believable.
Unbelievable.
This is directly a man-made crisis, and what many consider to be is a product of the government's incompetence. It's actually directly a consequence of American intervention in the most vile form. It's crazy. And from what I understand, speaking to some of the people on the ground, a decent chunk of the Cuban population, young Cubans especially, also are unaware of the real reasons as to why this crisis is unfolding since the year 2019, when the initial sanctions packages started rolling in that limited the oil tankers that were able to come to the island. Obviously, this is the most devastating version of this, with threats of interception of oil tankers that are coming into the island. At least the city functions are still working, the lights are working. For over 60 years, Cuba has served as an outpost of humanity, an island that would lay everything on the line for the sake of a better world. It has done this by sending medical missions to the South Pacific, dispatching military reinforcements to fight the apartheid, and even sharing its homegrown COVID vaccines with the world when wealthy nations hoarded doses for themselves. With this commitment has come a very high price.
Imagine having a family in Cuba and your child is in the NICU, being treated for whatever reason, and then the power that's keeping your child alive just goes out and they just have to walk your child somewhere to keep them alive or whatever they do. It's just so sad.
Every day, Cubans are pushed further to the brink of survival. In Havana, I saw with my own eyes the shadow of Washington's deliberate policy of collective punishment.
And Camila Cabello's bitch ass had the audacity to say it was the Cuban government's fault for this.
The horror of patients surviving on hand-pumped
anti-intellectual
sweating
bitch.
through darkness with no electricity.
I don't care if she was from Cuba or
Cubans
not.
are, and Cuba is, resilient. There is the doctor who
very
operates
resilient.
by phone light, the Palestinian medical student learning to sew his people back together, the scientist turning the Caribbean sunshine into energy independence, and, of course, there are the hearts of all those in Cuba who refuse to trade their sovereignty for a
Such
momentary
amazing
relief.
people just getting
Cuba's future
fucking
belongs to
abused
no one
because they're
but the
good.
Cuban people themselves. And despite the challenges laid before them in such dark times, the people of Cuba bring all of humanity.
They just want to
step
live
by
and we're
step,
taking that away
just a
from
bit
them.
closer to the light. Cuba has been there for the rest of the world, and now it is our time to be there for Cuba. Patria o muerte, venceremos. Homeland or death, we will prevail.
Mauricio Miranda. This shit makes me so sad. I have nothing to say. If I talk too much, I'm just gonna fucking start sobbing like a baby. Oh god damn, that's not the Twitch I wanna be. What's he up to now?
Brad Lander, Bernie Sanders brain, which is like, we can be liberal Zionists and we can support a better Israel or whatever the fuck. We can support Israel by nationalism or shit that doesn't exist in the real world. Like, the Israel that they're fantasizing about died like in 1953. Okay, like, just please stop. Like, and I'm not saying it ever existed, by the way. I'm just saying the fantasy of it existing died in 1948, to be honest with you. But there was an idea of like of Israel by nationalism, where it would be like the nation of refuge and blah 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 blah. All this stuff does not exist. It's all made up. It's all been killed. 70% of Israelis are genocidal. It just doesn't exist. So anytime somebody's pushing J Street shit, they're either a dope or they're a fucking boomer or they're lying. All the DSA people who door knock for her are pissed. Yeah, no shit. It's a very dumb endorsement. Speaking of Brad Lander, I know I don't like him. Brad Lander declines to say whether he still supports missile defense aid for Israel, because he supports Iron Dome funding. That's why I've been anti-Brad Lander since the day one. And all the SMC people that support him are wrong.
Hi. How are you doing?
Brad Lander sucks. But I know why they do it.
Donnie came out and said, I'm not going to Israel.
I gotta follow majority report. I'm probably gonna play some... What? Oh, what is going on? Oh, they're about to stream, okay. Oh, wait, I want to go back. I want background music for this. What? What kind of thumbnail is that? Yeah, I was watching, oh god, that's really loud. I was watching, his mini doc, his recent mini doc about Cuba and what's the word? God, I'm brain farting. I'm so tired. What we're doing to Cuba, what America's doing to Cuba, and what they're experiencing right now. The mini doc he released 4 days ago, finally. I reacted to it, or I watched it. But since that's over and Hassan isn't streaming right now, I think I'm just gonna relax and play some games, probably some chess. Right now I've been playing a lot of Raft. When I get better with keyboard and mouse, I'll get into Fortnite and Valorant. But I really want to play Lethal Company, but I'm waiting for my friend to have some free time to do so. Because I don't think it'd be as fun alone as it would be with what? What's going on? Is my internet effing? What the fuck? Oh! What the uh-oh. Karakin? I go here. Yeah. I'm gonna scoot back. What? Yeah, I'm from the US. I'm a Hasanabe head myself. I'm very I've been following Hassan for a minute, but yeah, I'm not proud of what we're doing to Cuba at all. Attack the pawn. That's a blunder. And I used to go here. I can go here. What is this guy doing? Can't take, can I? Take. Can't. I think I'll just do this. Lots of pressure on this pawn. I think I do like this maneuver. Go here. Yeah, I should throw my pawn forward. I should have might have done that. Okay. Weird. What to do? Nice, fellow Hasanabe yet. Oh, I got forked. Oh no, wait, it's check. It's fine. I'm fine. Hassan's the GOAT. Here. I mean, pushing that pawn doesn't mean too much. Oh. Fuck. Take. But I can take with check. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. We tactically, it's gonna look bad. It's gonna look bad with the triple stacked pawns. But tactically, it's fine. I promise. I think we're winning. I'm not sure. Check. Now I can go here and start eating my pawns. But I can fight back. Defend my pawn. I can actually pick up his rook. Ugh. Fuck. That's not good. I think I have to go here. Do I sacrifice a... I think so. I think it's worth sacrificing a pawn for this pawn. It's not super advantageous, probably equal or losing for me, but I don't see any other way that doesn't end up being in a situation where I fuck up way faster. Plus, I care more about this pawn than this pawn. Now I can pick up the rook. This is scary, but it's okay. Oh, well, I guess I'm just gonna have to go for it. I just have to go for it. Big thunk. Big thunk. There. Go here? Well, that's bad. Kinda cooked here, chat. I'm kinda cooked. I'm kinda cooked. I'm a little cooked. Yeah. With no bonus time, I'm a little fucked. I have to go here. I have to. What? How am I up on time? Yo, he's gonna lose on time. Was I winning? Oh, I kind of want to look at this game. Nah. 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 What is going on with my internet? Oh. Oh. Water. I got condensation. Oh, here we go. Can I play Vienna, please? No, we're playing Karo Khan. What the fuck? What is this? This isn't the Karo Khan. Who the fuck plays the Karo? This is wrong. What? He sets this trap up here. Check. This is so stupid. kind of irritates me a little bit with how stupid it is. I'm going here and blocking him off and then going for his queen. But I'm a castle too. Now that pawn's mega supported. Now I can go back and then here. Pawn break. No. Joke's on you, bitch. Joke's on you, hoe. Okay. Kinda don't like you being there. What? Take. En passant. En passant. Let me en passant. I don't know why he just gave up a pawn like that. What? 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 What is this game? What is bro doing? What is bro cooking? Get out of the kitchen. It does not smell like you're cooking right. What the fuck? Give me that bishop. Give me that bishop. Give me that bishop. Uh-oh. Do I want the knight or the bishop? Vitter, are you here? I hope you're still here. You're the only chatter I've had. I'll go here. Oh, it's raining. I thought my cat was in here doing something. This looks like a really nice position for me, honestly. Like, if I get, like, in here somehow. That's dumb. Whoa, how Mary, am I right? Whoa, how Mary, am I right? Go ahead, hang your bishop for me. Please, 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 hang your bishop. Hang your bishop. No. Okay. That feels weird. That feels more spicy. I'm just gonna back up, mate. I'm not gonna let you take me. Ooh, I didn't see that was hanging. That was a miscalculation on my part. I feel like there's... Don't know what to do. I'm just gonna make a smoking balcony for my king. And I didn't hang it. Oh, I hung that. It's fine. It's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fine, it's fucking fine. Very good square for my knight, though. I sacrificed a pawn, I swear. I swear. Now I can go here. There, I go there. Now I really go here. What? I just laser your ass. Don't chess with me is a funny funny name. Come on, come on. I just take that. No. Fuck. Fuck. Damn. Kind of wrecked me. I don't know what I'm doing over here. Can he stop? I don't think he can stop this. Wait. Can he stop this? Check. Oh, yes, check. Don't see it, don't see it, don't see it, don't see it. Fuck. Whatever. Whatever. Undeserved. What's going on Twitch? Oh, that's not Twitch. Why is it showing up like that? Where's Hassan? Who are you? Why? Denims.
People harassing this poor woman.
Denims.
I'm tired of seeing people talk about this woman. I'm tired of people saying that she ruined her face. I'm tired of people talking about her completely. She's asked multiple times that she doesn't want to be talked about and she doesn't want photos of herself shared on the internet and she doesn't want to be compared. First of all, first and foremost, she has never specified or said that she's done or had any work at all. Second, there's actually like a really good
Hassan! Oh, he's about to go live. About to. Okay, how's my stream going? I'm alone. No, I don't want popularity. No, I don't want popularity. Go away. Let's see. Let's look at Steam. Absolutely not. Oh, Plague Inc. My wish list. Where's my wish list? Where's my wish list? There it is. Or repo. What's in my cart? Oh, Peak and Lethal Company. Oh. I feel like playing Raft right now. Oh. What are some games I'm unaware of? Where is our Marquee Player? Marquee Player? E-Player? E-Player? Hi. Didn't even mean to. Where's E-Player? There he is. Yes. Who's at the door? Opening your buckshot roulette. How much is that? It's $3? Hell yeah. I only want to buy. Can I add this to my wish list? Heck. On my wish list. Move. Continue to payment. Make sure I have $3. Just making sure. Hasanabi is live, baby. Oh shit. I'm gonna play a little bit of Buckshot. Oh god, I was on my phone for a reason. I'm so ADHD. I don't care if Buckshot Roulette is old, it's $3. And you can't beat $3. Especially not like how I can beat my wife. I'm joking. This feels so much more intimate. Do I have $3? No, I don't. Things are... Okay. Oh. Purchase. Okay, I shouldn't be showing that on stream, so give me a second. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Don't look at that. Don't worry about that. Don't worry about that. Bing, bang, boom. Nope. Bing, bang, boom. Did I get it? Install content, baby. Install. God, that's terrifying. Fuck off. Oh, yeah, I was having trouble with this. Fuck off. How's that? I don't care if that's misspelled. How's the audio? How's the audio? It sounds really good. I really like this mic. Okay, I'll play a little bit of buckshot roulette. Oh, God. Oh, my God. Like I won't be playing Lethal Company. Oh, holy shit. God, it's so loud. It's so loud. Can I... There we go. Okay. Give it the atmosphere. Oh, God. I don't know if I can... Am I seen? Oh, I'm kind of seen. Hello. How you doing? You ready to get fucked? Oh, is there enough space for my name? I'm gonna put Duck. Call me Duck. Let's get this on. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Okay. So it's a... I think the best choice is to go for the dealer, because if I shoot myself, it's a 50-50, and I'd rather have the dealer have the 50-50. Damn. Okay, I'd rather have the dealer have the 50-50 2 in a row. Fuck! Oh, I'm cooked, I'm cooked, I'm so cooked, I'm so cooked, I'm so cooked, I'm so cooked. Oh, I should have skipped it. I'm so cooked. I need him to do something stupid for me to win. 3 and 2. It is definitely gonna be a blank on the first round. Okay, this is my first time, so I'm gonna be stupid and I'm gonna go for myself. Death! Yes! Let's go, baby! Oh my god! Holy shit. Don't be a blank. Yes! Let's go! Please tell me the next one's a blank. Please, please, please shoot yourself. Oh, oh, oh! Yes! Let's go! Come on! It worked out. Vamos. Vamoso. Vamoso. What do I get? 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 2 knives. Okay. Give me like a 3 and 2. God. Because if it's yes! Oh my god, I am a god. I am a god and he is fucked. He is fucked here. Oh, he has cigarettes, but I have 2. I absolutely reamed his ass. Let's go! I don't know if I'm being too loud or not. Siggies. God? Why does that just disappear? Why does that just disappear, huh? Oh god, it's another 50-50. You know what? This time I'm baking the first one. I have the room. I have the means of production. Annihilate him. Oh, he's gonna get all his health back and absolutely ream me. Oh no, 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 no. I cooked him and now he's gonna cook me. This isn't fair. Oh, I wonder what that means. And it's a 50-50 again. Yep. Ow. How the turntables. How the turntables. Give me that smoky smoky. Either I shoot myself or I shoot him. Come on. Come on, come on, come on. Oh, you son of a bitch. Oh, you bastard. Fuck. Fuck. There it is. Oh, handcuffs is good. Oh, 2 handcuffs. Oh, that's all I get. He gets SIGs again? That's unfair. Okay, I'm guaranteed 1. I'm guaranteed 1 damage. If I hit... If this is a blink... Okay, good. Now this is a 50-50. And I'm gonna be a little silly and I'm gonna shoot myself. I'm gonna go down to 1 HP. Oh, I'm such a dog! I'm such a dog. I'm such a dog. No! Danny gets to use a cigarette.
Fuck. I'm down to 1 HP and he's at 4! How's that fair? He keeps getting cigarettes.
Ah, I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked. I'm so cooked. I need this to be a one and done. I need it to be a one and done. I need him to shoot himself. Please be alive. Okay. That was a 50-50. Oh no, it wasn't. It was alive. Good, thank God. I can cook his ass here. I can cook him. I can cook him. Magnifying glass. Blank, so I really should have. Okay. It's 3 and 2. Please give me 2 shots in a row, please. Please give me 2 shots in a row. Please don't be a blank. 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 Yes! Oh, thank God. Oh my God. Now there's only 1 shot left, so he can't cook me. He can get us on even ground. Yeah. Be alive. Oh, we're on 1 and 1. What? I win. Oh no. That's fantastic. Please tell me I'm not bonded. Okay. Thank the Lord. Oh, that's huge. That's huge. Oh my God. Oh my God. I'm locking him up. I'm bondaging him and I'm torturing him. God, I was pretty lucky. I made some dumb plays. Okay.
Eat shit, bitch.
Let's go. Final death. No defibrillators, no more blood transfusions. Now me and you, we are dancing on the edge of life and death. Music is so good. Sound design is excellent. 4? Wow, that's crazy. Whoa. Good. Whoa. I'm gonna rack it. Ooh, 50-50. Might as well. It's gonna be a blank, but might as well. I called it. I knew it. Please use an item. Oh, he knows. Yep. I have 6 though. It's okay. I haven't been showing my screen. Fuck. I'm an idiot. Well, sorry about that, guys. I feel so stupid.
Jesus Christ!
Was that 3 and 4? Oh, he's gonna lock me up. I wish I had a second monitor. He's gonna shoot himself? No. At least it's just one sig. What? Why did he shoot himself? That's weird. That's brave. That's very brave. Whoa, what? Yep, shoot yourself. Cuck. Cuck. Yeah. I don't even remember what things are. Okay, it's alive. I think it's the last one. Yeah. He's on death's door, and I still have cigarettes, by the way. Yeah, I'm ready to absolutely destroy you. Excuse me? You're done for. Yeah, you're mega done for. You're super done for. You're super done for, bro. Omega done for. Give me some collateral, or not collateral, but just a little bonus. Okay. So it'll be 1 and what, 4? I forgot. It's fine. I just know there's 2 blanks. I took a gamble. Oh, fuck off, bro. Seriously? I could have ended it if I used the magnifying glass. What? He was on 2. He was on 2 lives. I won. I win. Look at all that money, baby. Yeah. Yeah. Get owned. Get owned in the marketplace of ideas. Beat the game. First try. God damn. God damn. 70K. Double or nothing unlocked. Whoa. I hate that that's running. I'll do double or nothing in a second, but I'm gonna check on Hasanabe. Stable. 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 But I'm gonna check on Hasanabe. What? What is Mike looking?
So, Elisa Slotkin is running or wants to run for president, right? She's a Michigan senator.
Why
many
her?
Michiganders voted not in favor of
Yuck.
necessarily, but against the Republican Mike Rogers. Right? I think it was Mike Rogers, and she wants to carry that victory to the grand stage to become president.
Great. I don't need to hear that. I'm going back to buckshot roulette. Whoa, 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 whoa. Give me this. We are doing double or nothing, baby. Take the pills. Take them. Eat them. Eat them. Eat them up. Let's go. Sorry. It's such a banging beat. Okay. I'm gonna lock in. I'm locking in. I'm locking in. I'm leaning in. My true personality will shine through today. I'm locking in, boys. I'm locked in. Oh. Oh. Okay. Why does my name look weird? I don't really like those. What, it's a 50-50. So I think I'll get a guaranteed one shot. If these first two are both blank, I'm gonna be pissed. Don't be blank. Oh, I'm gonna kill myself, bro. Come on, that's just not fair. Well, I just lost. Please shoot yourself. Please shoot yourself, bro. Do me a favor. Do me a favor. Where's my mouse? Let's try again. I one-shotted him and then I instantly lost. It's so loud. I don't know why it's so loud. Okay, I'm going back to duck. The real me did not work. Where's the fucking K? There it is. Ooh. The fuck does that do? I actually don't know what that does. What does the prescription medicine do? 3 and 3. Oh, I meant to... What? I don't know what that did. Give me the phone. Give me the phone. Give me the phone. Give me the phone. Give me that phone. For sure? Okay. The 1 in 3 chance after that. Be a blank? Yes. Perfect. Perfect. Now he has no items to fuck me. He just can get one off on me. hopefully he shoots himself. Oh wait, he can heal himself. I should have used the cigarettes pointlessly. Fuck. Damn it. That would have ended him. God damn it. Shoot yourself. Yes! So what? There was another live round? Oh, it was 3 and 3. Oh shit. I thought the I thought there was. That's funny. Oh, am I muted now? Wait. Am I muted? Am I muted? Oh no, I'm not. Yay, we got color. I got C-Sigs. I got that. I got phone, which is pretty good. I got that, which is fucking incredible. That's okay. Switching the polarity is good, but it's not... It's not good for 50-50 situations. So there's 8 shells. Like, give me the second blank. So it's 4 and 3, except for the 4th shell. I don't know this one. First one. So if I can get to the 4th shell, I can switch the polarity. So it's 3 and 3, but the 4th shell is a blank. I'm not a fan of that. Oh, what information do you get? Do you get the same information as me? Oh, that's not great. That's not good either. Uh-oh. The next one's blank. Oh. 3 blanks in a row? Hold on. Because he racked... The first one was live. Oh, shit. A Siggy Sig up. I think there's one. I swear if I get the last blank here, I'm gonna be pissed. Oh, fuck my mother, bro. Shoot yourself. Give me the gun back. There's one more left, right? I lost count. I don't care. Kill yourself. Bitch. Oh. Well, that's fun. I should have skipped his turn. Careful now. Yeah, whatever. You be careful. Sucking this dick. Why do I have so many polarity switches? Oh, what? He gets the 2 best ones? Whatever. Crack it. Get fucked. Get fucked, bitch. Absolutely owned. Absolutely dunked on, my guy. Oh, sorry. I was adjusting my mic a little bit. I didn't see what that was for. What? Is it 2 again? He gets it as well. No, it's 4. 2 and 2. How's this do? Two and two. 50% chance. Death. Fuck. I'm so cooked. Please shoot yourself. Please. Ah. 50-50. Shoot yourself. Yes. Give me that Siggy Sig. Blank. Ah. That's good. That's great. That's okay. 3 and 1. I just need one of the first two. I'm gonna play it smart. I just need one of the first two, right? Yes! Worth it. Absolutely worth it. I need to go to bed soon. The double or nothing. I also need to upload my 2 streams to YouTube. Follow my YouTube at Penniless Duck on YouTube. Please. If you somehow see this. Please subscribe if you're watching on YouTube. I will only be getting better at content. Nope, cash out immediately. Funny. There's no escape. There's no escape. Oh. Alright. Let's see. Bang. Loud have I been? Loud have I been? Yeah, baby! Loud have I been? Yeah, baby! Oh.
Very strange. I have noticed. I've noticed that most people.
I've noticed you've noticed. Alright. I'm gonna end the stream there. If you're watching on YouTube, please subscribe. I'm only gonna get better at doing content. Peace.